Jessica, welcome. Good to have you here. Are the stocks priced right, or is Wall Street just wrong?
Such an interesting question. So to add on a layer to that, Tyler, I love to look at next year's estimates for earnings per share versus revenue growth and earnings per share growth and PE ratios to give an indication if that overvaluation or what the hype really is there. Pulling from that list, I did find a couple where there was actually one that was undervalued and the technicals matched up. But it is interesting if you have a lot of analysts with that type of forecast and with that theme of automation and software and services, perhaps there's more to that story in addition to.
Well, why don't we start by having you walk us through what you see in Tesla, its chart action, and the fact that it is trading so far below what Wall Street thinks its price should be. Talk us through it.
Yeah, so Tesla I found very, very interesting. If you're looking at its current support zone, which is about 170, 180, that was created all the way back to late last year. Now, that support zone was extremely important to get Tesla above its 200 daily moving average, which is such a bearish signal. Now, since we're testing that, and I want to say hanging on by a thread is what I'm going to call that, Tyler, we're below that 200 daily moving average. And if this zone is not supported, then I would expect Tesla to move lower.
What about Marvell? I mean, here you've got data infrastructure. They do sort of semiconductor, things like that. What are you seeing about Marvell, its price target, and where its actual price is?
Yep, so Marvell was that good one I found off of the list. So they are trading at 15 times next year's earnings. They expect 20% EPS growth and 15% revenue growth. So relative, the S&P trades at an average of 17 times earnings. So that's really good from a valuation perspective. From a technical perspective, so I see where Marvell fell right below its 200 weekly moving average. So that's strength. And on the surface, that is going to be a bearish signal. However, bullish divergence is forming. And then we look at Marvell in comparison to its sector, it's actually showing an upwards trend. So that's where in this type of environment, we have to layer on how securities are performing relative to their sector to see if there is any positive momentum. So this was my favorite one from the list, if you will.
I want to get on to CrowdStrike, but I want to go back to Tesla because what you said was really interesting there. If Tesla's price can't hold the level where it is today and continues to lose relative to its 200-day moving average, that it's kind of look out below. I'm going to ask you a question that isn't technical. It's more, I guess, fundamental or personal. And that is Elon Musk helping or hurting Tesla right now?
So I wouldn't bet against Elon Musk. He is a smart mind, and those people have ways to drive innovation. He had to raise a lot of capital to get Twitter, which means he had to sell a lot of shares, which implemented quite a lot of supply into the marketplace. And those support levels are defined by an area of supply or demand. And if you have an influx of supply, you head down to that area of support where we are. So the influx really, I think Elon Musk infiltrated the supply of the shares, which really caused it to go down. So it will be most likely supported.